Welcome to today's live chat. I hope you guys are doing great. Today it is December. Can you guys believe that December is upon us? And I always wonder and I say, where did the days go? So if you guys are wondering what we're doing today, hi. So you guys, today I have been getting a lot of questions. Hi. And a lot of questions about what products are the best products to grow natural hair. And that question always baffles me. Before I start, if you guys have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel because we do valuable videos, we create valuable contents that can help you. And just to let you guys know, is that better? I think I'm gonna keep it this way instead of messing around with the light and keeping it like that because it makes no difference to me. Hello everyone, how am I doing? I'm doing great, and we have our moderator on here, lovely me TL. Thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna talk about what are the best products to grow our natural hair, and I'll put a disclaimer out there because hair is one of those things hair is one of those things that I feel that is very complex. Hair is always growing, so we'll talk about that. You guys, please feel free to chime in and say what you guys feel. I will start off by doing my empties first. When we're done with my empties, then we'll move on from there. So the first product in my empties is a product that we've used a lot. This product also joining in with what are the right products to grow your natural hair. When we say what are the right products to grow your natural hair, I want you guys to always focus on hair retention. I don't want you to focus on, I want my hair to be long. I want you to focus on, how do I retain the length of hair that I've currently grown? As long as you're alive, there's always hair growing from your scalp. Hair is always, it's always growing. But the issue is that when it grows, so you can see this is my hair, the ends, if the ends are breaking off, you can see this one is shedded hair and it's coming out. That this is the perfect example. So this shedded hair, it has come off. That is good. Now, if hair is breaking at the ends, if your hair is constantly breaking, you are not retaining that length. I use this product. This is the Body Cake Natural Scalp Refresher. This packaging is kind of worn out. They're actually changing their packaging. This is a scalp refresher. So what it does is that, it's empty right now. What it does is that it contains a lot of different liquids and different oils and different things that you can put in your scalp. The reason why I started with this product is because your scalp is the baseline for healthy hair growth. So if your scalp is clogged up with products, if your scalp is not healthy, if you are getting issues with your scalp like scaling and things of that sort, you can actually damage the follicles from which your hair grows from. So if your hair is growing healthy, and then your scalp has a lot of things that is constructing the growth, it might not be something, you might shed faster and things of that sort. So that is the first thing. Liquid water, aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice is also one of my empties. You can see we used a whole jug of aloe vera juice. This lasted us about 4 months. This lasted off. So aloe vera is also a good ingredient for promoting hair growth. Okay, it's promoting. Aloe vera as moisture ingredient. It has ingredients that can stimulate hair growth. So what I started doing was that we substituted, instead of using water all the time, we started using aloe vera juice. If you're someone that you have low porosity hair, or your hair, you feel as if your hair doesn't like aloe vera juice, dilute it. I also drink aloe vera juice. I started drinking aloe vera juice for a couple of weeks now. I mix it in my smoothies and I drink it alone. It's also good. Before you start drinking aloe vera juice, I want you to talk to your doctor, or if you have health issues, do your research. You don't even have to do your research and see if it's beneficial for you to use aloe vera juice or consume it. I consume aloe vera juice. I don't give my children aloe vera juice to drink, but we do put it in our hair. Now, the good thing about aloe vera juice that I like is that, let me put it down. Aloe vera juice also helps in reducing tangles and knots. I mix aloe vera juice with apple cider vinegar and it helps my hair feel less detangled. My kids are downstairs. My oldest daughter is taking, I'm answering Mackenzie's question. My oldest daughter is taking a test right now, and my youngest daughter, she's baking with her father. So they're doing a father-daughter date. And their date today was to bake. If you want to see the date that I had with my youngest daughter, you can go to DN Vlogs Live and watch our video on what we did on our date. So this weekend is daddy and youngest daughter's date. So that's how we do it in our house. We kind of split it like that. So that's aloe vera juice. You can also make your aloe vera juice, and I love that. Lovely Mitiel, she actually said that her grandmother uses aloe vera juice. Makes her own. So the way you make your own aloe vera juice is that you take aloe vera juice, you split it, the inside filling, you blend it, and you can use that in your hair too. Aloe vera juice keeps your hair moisturized. I mean, I can't say anything bad about aloe vera juice, except if you're someone that your hair easily builds up, you can have aloe vera build up on your hair. Now, the next thing that we'll say, someone said, is Echo good for you, and what gels can you use that does not flake up? Now, pumpkin pie, I really love your name. It's really nice that you said that. So one of my empties is my Echo Styler flaxseed and black castor oil gel. We've had this gel for about 6-7 months. No, yeah, about 6 months. We don't use gel all the time. And the reason why we don't use gel all the time, and going back to products that are good for hair growth, I feel like when you use gel, if you use it, overuse it, it can actually break your hair. So if you guys are using gel, you're not moisturizing your hair before you use gel, it will cause your hair to break. You know, in terms of flaking, we do have a video that teaches you how to not get flakes in your hair. So what you do is that you go on YouTube after watching this and you search for Discovery Natural Flakes. Okay, flakes like snowflakes, and that will teach you what to do in terms of not creating flakes in your hair. We don't get flakes. The only time I get flakes is when I try a new product that I didn't test. So I would not say this will grow hair. Okay, regardless of what they say in the packaging, I would not say this will grow out hair. I know it contains black castor oil. I know it contains flaxseed oil and all that stuff, but that is all in the aesthetics. That is all in the layer of the hair. I find that this one is much more moisturizing than the other gels that I have used in the past. So this is one of our empties. Now moving on to your scalp. We're still talking about the scalp, because remember I said the scalp is the basis of your hair growth. Now someone had a question and I will answer their question. Hi Shirley. She says, my hair is dry and it sheds a lot. What products do you recommend? Hair shedding is normal. Excessive shedding is what the issue is. Some things that I would recommend you to try is do tea rinses. You can find out how to do tea rinses by searching in the in the playlist. Yeah, my daughter, in the playlist for tea rinses. Those are good for shedding. And also, if you're having excessive shedding, check your blood. See if you have health issues. If you just had a baby, you could have more excessive shedding called postpartum shedding. So I've answered that question. Someone else says, I have protein sensitive, so I avoid gel that has. Very good. So those kind of things, if you understand that if you use not have a balance between moisture and protein, that can actually affect your hair growth retention. We're talking about retention. Now, going back to the scalp, one of our empties is also this. If you are familiar with my channel, you know that we use Kadima. We use Kadima organic beauty products. This is their shampoo. I use it all the time. My daughters use it. The thing about this shampoo that I love, and about shampoos, I can co-wash. I like co-washing now and then, but I actually find that sometimes most times you do need to cleanse your scalp. Using a good shampoo helps. A shampoo that has African black soap is really good because it is all natural. It doesn't have synthetic products and stuff. So when you want to wash your hair, make sure that you are scrubbing your scalp really well to exfoliate any dirt that is in there. So shampoo is very beneficial. So we are going to answer a little bit of questions. I hope you guys like this style. I'm giving you some tips, and I'm also answering questions so that we don't get far behind in our question. Hi Manuel, she says, I am 44 years old. Do you think my hair can grow faster? When you're not, me and you, we're about, I think you're only a year older than I am. But my thing is this, with hair growing faster, I want us to always not pay attention to, I want my hair to grow faster. I want my hair to grow faster. I want you to look more into what can I do to retain the length I have, because as the hair grows, moving along, let me be able to retain my length, oh Lord. Okay? As you get older, I find that even me, my medications that I take, some of them I have to make sure that they're not medications that will cause me to have hair loss. You have to stay on top of your health. You have to stay on top of your nutrition, exercise. As we get older, our body slows down. So we have to find interesting ways to kind of rejuvenate that aspect. So I hope that helps you out. Look at your medication. I'm not a big believer on fast. Patience, slow and steady. Look at the way you wash your hair. Be gentle with it. I have so many tips. If you go to the hair loss playlist, you'll be able to find out more information about that. Okay, so moving on. Thank you so much, and I'm doing great. Can you do a video of the hairstyle you're wearing now? It's beautiful. Sure, and the video that for this hairstyle will be out tomorrow. I just have to edit it tonight. So guess who's not sleeping today? Me. So I'll edit the video for you. Be nice. Thank you. What's good for moisturizing the scalp? My scalp is always dry. When your scalp is always dry, it is easy for your hair to break. Let me tell you why. Okay, the reason why I said it is easy. When your scalp is dry, what do we do when our scalp is dry? We itch it. What do we do when we itch our scalp? We can easily affect the hair and break off hair. So when your scalp is dry, this is one thing that I use. I use a scalp refresher. I use some water. This has rosemary water. It has distilled water. It has, I think, tea tree oil. So those are really good ingredients to put into your oil mixes. Aloe vera juice is very good for itchy scalp, and you can also moisturize your scalp with things like oils, natural oils, or even have this butter that I've been using. Look at my previous videos that just came out recently. I have some castor butter that I've been using that is really good. Products for low porosity hair, please search on Discovery Natural channel. Search for Discovery Natural Low on YouTube, and you'll be able to see a list of products that I have listed there. Okay, moving along. So we're talking about washing your hair. So we've talked about using African black soap. This is also a gentle one that I wash shampoo that I use. This is actually a no ladder cleanser by Urban Bella. It is also really good. I like it because I find that for me it gives moisture to the hair. So no ladder cleansers are very similar to co-washing. So co-washing is good, but co-washing alone, I'm a big believer in using shampoos. I'm not a big believer in just co-washing alone. I've done it before. I did it for 6 months or longer, and it did affect my scalp. So I'm someone that I don't co-wash exclusively. I use shampoos. After you wash your hair, moisturizing your hair can really help with your hair growth retention, because when you moisturize your hair, you infuse moisture, you keep it from breaking all the time. There are leave-in conditioners for kids that you could try. My kids lately, they've been liking this. I think this is our 3rd or 4th container. So this has just a little bit left. This is the Cantu for kids. This doesn't contain any of the other ingredients like the alcohol that is drying. This doesn't contain it, so that's why I keep on buying this for my kids when they need it. Okay. This is also like a leave-in. This is also from Urban Bella. We also finished this. This is an hair milk. I like this. It's light. It's very light. The only thing is that you have to be very careful when you mix it with gels. Sometimes it doesn't play well with gels. So that's why, yeah, this one. Okay. So the last thing that I have in my Empties is shea butter. Shea butter is a good way of sealing in that moisture. Now, when your hair is dry and it's breaking, you are not retaining that length. I keep on talking about retaining the length, retaining the hair growth. Using the butter on top of your hair after you've moisturized it is a good way. Now, this is the Kadima. It's Kadima shea butter, and this is probably my sixth container of it. I use this for my skin. That is what I use for my skin, and I also use it for my butter. Now, those are the key things. When I say products, the key array of products. There are different other things. Rice water rinses are also good for stimulating hair growth. Massages are good, but I want you guys to not focus too much on growing. Focus more on retaining. Focus more on what you take inside, what you eat. Focus more on your overall health, and I promise you see result. Different routines have helped me out. So this is my hair. Normally I'll cut it all the time, but I've been encouraged by my group that I should stop cutting my hair. So I think I'm gonna do, even though I don't like length checks, but this is yeah, you can't really see it, but it's growing really well. I'm so tempted to cut it again, but I don't know. Anyway, so let's continue answering questions. So I hope this helps you out. If you want to know more tips about growing your hair, look in the playlist called Natural Hair Growth, where I share more detailed information about growing your hair. So we had a couple of questions here, so I'm gonna go back. Someone said, I have natural hair but cannot seem to find the right products for moisture. I have very dry hair. What can I use? When your hair is constantly dry, I want you to first of all check your hair porosity. There are different hair porosity, high, low, normal. Try and look for products that caters to your hair porosity. Educate yourself. Our channel has so many things you can do. When your hair is dry, first of all, wash day. What are you using to wash your hair? If you're using sulfate shampoo and you are not deep conditioning, it could be what is drying up your hair more. If you're using sulfate shampoo, always use a deep conditioner. Always deep condition your hair. Try to find sulfate-free shampoos. That's the first thing. Always deep condition your hair. Use a leave-in conditioner. That will help you a lot. And when you moisturize your hair, remember that oil is not a moisturizer. Try and moisturize your hair in layers. So use a liquid like aloe vera juice, oil or cream, or you can use a liquid like aloe vera juice, rosemary water, things like that. Rose water. And then you can use a cream and an oil. Different mixtures. But if you need more information, look in our playlist called Dry Natural Hair, and that is where you'll find more information. Okay, so the next question that I got from someone is she says, today was my twins' birth wash day. Very good. Yeah, you have beautiful girls. So she says, and man, it was all day task. What methods did you use for toddlers? I wash my girls in the sink, but I'm worried if there's a more efficient way. So when my niece comes to town, our youngest sister is now 2. She is now 4 years old. I usually wash her in the sink. I do have a video showing you the toddler routine. So you can find it easily on our channel by searching for Discover Natural Toddler. But the easiest method is what is comfortable for them. I always say Do what works for your kids. If it's comfortable for them being on the sink, that's better. I tell you, for me, when my kids were younger, I wish we had the, the shampoo thing that you put, but we didn't have it. And in the bathtub, I used to wash their hair in the bathtub, but my back didn't like that. So the sink was always a good way. Simplify. Look for multi-purpose products. Multi-purpose products are products that you could use to deep condition, and you could also leave in their hair. So I try to cheat my way and kind of find products that I don't have to use so many products on their hair. I just use multi-purpose products. And we do, of course, you know me, I have a video that talks about multi-purpose products and different ones, so you can always find it on the channel. So I do hope that helps you out, and thank you for gracing us with your presence. So you guys can check out our channel. That's is ACMA. I don't know. Yeah, check out her channel. She has a lot of nice tutorials. She does a lot of nice tutorials. And congrats on your big chop. You look splendid, lady. Okay, so someone says, hi, I have high porosity hair. Do you think that protein treatment every week will be beneficial, or 2 times a month? And do I need to always do a moisturizing treatment afterwards? Doing a protein treatment once a week, I feel, is overkill. Every other week for high porosity hair, it's good enough. Okay, twice a month is splendid. It's good enough for high porosity hair. You do want to use a moisturizing treatment afterwards, or you can use a moisturizing leave-in conditioner if you don't want to go through the process of using a moisturizing deep conditioner afterwards. Just use a moisturizing leave-in conditioner and that will be good. Okay, so I hope that helps out. Yeah, let's see. Second, toddler method. Yeah, with toddlers, somebody asked again about toddlers. Please check out that video. Toddlers, you just have to keep them entertained, keep them comfortable. If doing it in the bathtub works for you, do it. My kids, I did it in the bathtub. My youngest daughter, she didn't like getting her hair washed, and her hair was like long. That was before I started cutting her hair, keeping it like waist length or so, because it just keeps on growing and it's a lot of hair for her to manage at this age. She's 10 years old now. So in the bathtub, we would like throw dolls. I'll put dolls in the shower, in the bathtub, and while I'm doing her hair, she's washing her doll's hair. So that kind of keeps them entertained, and I hope that helps you out. Okay. Let's see what other question we have. Is it good to use black soap every week if your hair accumulates dirt easily? Yes, it's okay. Always remember, when you use African black soap and things of that sort, you want to deep condition your hair afterwards. If you're low porosity like me and your hair builds up with products easily, there's nothing wrong. Now, the reason why I like this one especially compared to just mixing up your own black soap is that this contains conditioner. So if you look at it, it has African black soap, shampoo, and conditioner. So it softens and it doesn't strip so much. If you're someone that you make your own, I would say be very careful because it can be very drying. Always deep condition your hair afterwards. So that will be my suggestion on that. Is it best to use one product for toddler or multiple? It depends on what your toddler likes, okay, and what your toddler's hair needs, not what your toddler likes, because your toddler doesn't know anything. It depends on what your toddler's hair likes. Now, if your toddler's hair is always dry, and when you moisturize, you might need to layer products. So one product might not be enough. So for example, I was talking about this leave-in by Cantu. Now, if your child's hair gets dry easily, you might want to first spray of course, always spray liquid. You can put this on and then layer it with some oil or a butter or shea butter, like like this shea butter. Okay, yeah, so hopefully that will help. So let's see. Okay, so GL2330, hi girl, says, do you think natural combination, I don't know what that is, Backer would add rigidity to my spike, or is morning to okay. I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. Can you please restate your question again? And that question is for GL2330. I don't understand your question. Brown Sugar 74 says, what's your thought about rice water rinses? Sweetie, I have a playlist on rice water rinses, so I share all my thoughts about it. I think it's about 5 videos or so, I could be wrong. I share different methods of how I use it. I like rice water rinses. I've not had any issues with it. Recently, I've not used it because my hair has been healthy and my hair has been doing what it needs to do. So I'm one of those people that I will only do a rinse, do what my hair needs. I don't keep on doing something if my hair doesn't need it. For upkeep, if I feel that my hair needs something for upkeep, I will use it. Okay, is aloe vera gel good for your hair? Now, aloe vera gel, it's okay. Again, everything has to do with what your hair likes. If you find that someone's hair doesn't like something, your hair doesn't like something, and another person, your neighbor down the street, she's like, oh, I swear by it, my hair loves it, and you try it and your hair doesn't like it, then don't use it. But aloe vera gel is good. So yeah, okay. Do you rinse out the rice water? Yes, I rinse out rice water. I never ever keep rice water in my hair. I have low porosity hair, and I find that when I was experimenting with rice water and I left the rice water in my hair was dry, very dry. But I find that when I use rice water, and after using it, if you go and watch my videos in the rice water playlist, you see that after using rice water in my hair and keeping it for some minutes, I take a bowl of water and just gently rinse it. So when I gently rinse it, it does not concentrate a lot of the protein layer on my hair. So it kind of rinses it off, but it still infuses the product into my hair, and my hair stays moisturized, it stays soft, my elasticity is wonderful. So that is the way I use it. There are some people that will like keep the rice water in their hair, but for me that doesn't work. Which tea do I use for hair shedding and how? Be nice. I do want you to watch that video, go to that playlist, the tea rinse playlist. But let me give you a quick example. There are different teas out there. There's black tea. Black tea for me is when my hair is shedding a lot. What I do is after shampooing my hair, I take the black tea that I've soaked maybe like 2 bags of tea in 8 ounces and cooled it down, and I take it and I pour it in my hair. After pouring it in my hair, I'll take deep conditioner, slather it in my hair, and keep it for like 30 minutes, with heat. It penetrates, and after that, I'll rinse out my hair. And that's the method I use. I also use green tea. Now, apart from using aloe vera juice, if I find that I'm shedding a lot of times, I would, let me move this. If I find that I'm shedding a lot, what I would do is that instead of using aloe vera, I would use green tea in my hair. There are also other teas like chamomile tea. I drink chamomile tea at least 3 times a week, and I also drink hibiscus tea. So I'm a big tea drinker. If you want to give me any gifts, teas. I love teas more than wine. Okay, so once in a while I'll have a cup of wine. Jesus turned water into wine, so your girl will have a cup of wine maybe once a month or so in the leisure presence of my home, of course. But anyway, so that is it. Okay, I hope that answers your question. So let's move on to the next question. Someone says, fabulous ideas with the dolls. Yes. So what is your best protective style if you have one? My best protective style is a style. Are you talking about long? Okay, the best protective style that I've done on my hair is crochet. Crochet, hands down crochet, because my hair wasn't entangled with the artificial hair. But if you want to do protective style with your own hair, that will be the best. the best protective style will be styles that are not messing up your edges, styles that are not tugging on your edges. Those to me will be the best protective styles for you. If you want to know the worst protective styles, I have a video on that. Just search for Discovery Natural Worst on YouTube and you can see the worst protective styles. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining, and everybody that has given me a thumbs up. If you've not yet given a thumbs up, please feel free to give a thumbs up. I really appreciate the 16 people that have given me a thumbs up. I do appreciate you guys so much. So I need to deep condition a 12-month-old daughter every week when you wash it? The aspect of deep conditioning your child's hair, more frequently, it depends on their hair. There are some children at 1 year old, 12 months old, that they don't have any hair. So would you deep condition your hair? Will you use the same regimen for them as other kids that maybe at 6 months old, they have like this much hair? So you have to go by what the hair needs. If the hair is drying up too much, then deep condition the hair to infuse nutrient, moisture into the hair. If the hair is doing fine, maybe you can just do a shampoo and a little rinse out conditioner. Maybe that will be sufficient. So always judge. What I want you guys to do is that always judge the way you care for your hair. Let your hair talk to you. Don't always, I give you suggestions. If your hair doesn't need one suggestion, take it out. Be knowledgeable. Research on your own. A good book to read is called Science of Black Hair. I love that book. It educates you. I read it now and then. I have it on my Kindle, and I read it now and then when I want to, refresher and understand why my hair is doing something or why my daughter's hair is doing something. So I do hope you guys also take opportunity in doing that. So let's see what other questions we have here. Yeah, so someone was asking a question. They said they're transitioning. Okay, thank you. And someone says, should you only use rinses if you have scalp problems? No, you can use rinses as a substitute. So some people use rinses as a substitute from using like real protein treatment. They might use rice water rinses. The thing about rinses is that don't just put any rinse in your hair. Ask yourself 3 questions: the what, why, and where. What is the purpose of this tea rinse? Why am I using this tea rinse? And where do I need this tea rinse to be in my hair? Okay, where, I kind of put that in. You don't really need the where, but I love what, why, and where. So what tea rinse do I need? Is my hair shedding a lot? And it has nothing to do with my health and whatever. Is it something? What tea rinse am I going to use? Black tea rinse, because it has higher caffeine content. Now you could use coffee rinses, yes, and after you wash your hair and put your moisturizer, it shouldn't smell. Why are you using this tea rinse? Is your hair shedding? You see what I'm saying? So is your hair shedding? No, my hair is not shedding. Does your hair need it? No, my hair doesn't need it. Then forget it. Don't use tea rinses. Just do your normal routine. It is not necessary all the time to use tea rinses. Okay, I hope that helps you. Do you think using henna is good for strengthening your hair? I've never used henna, so I never answer questions about henna. If you want to know more about henna, do a search on YouTube for henna. Go do a search on Google for henna, but I never answer questions about henna because I've never used henna. Can I guys show you something? I have this gray hair that I just love. It's so curly. I wish I could show you guys. It's so curly. Anyway, I don't know what I'm asking about. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm embracing my white hair, and a couple popped up due to stress. Anyway, it's okay. So let's continue asking the question. So MA says, I just big chop last week. I never knew I had bald spots. What do you suggest for bald spot? If the bald spots are spots that has been there, I would suggest number 1, see a trichologist. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. See your dermatologist. Check the follicles. Make sure the follicles are still viable. Make sure that they're still alive. Make sure they're still doing well. If they're not, there might be something else that your dermatologist could do. But if they are, some people do use castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil. They massage their scalp. They do stuff like that. They try to do styles that are not tight to help with that bald spot. But I would say always consult with a medical practitioner before you start going crazy in your hair. That is my advice for you. Hi Elizabeth. So it says, how can I get my hair thoroughly clean? I suffer from dandruff. It seems like I'm not washing my hair well enough. Can I just use both my fingernails and fingertips? Okay, this is the issue with using fingernails. Oh, I wish I had shown you before I cut my nails. My nails used to be way longer, but I just cut them today. The thing about fingernails, using your fingernails, is that your fingernails can actually cut into your scalp and damage it. Okay, when your fingernails scratches your scalp, causes issue. If you're doing it very hard, it could damage those follicles. That's why they said always use this. You could use, hold on just a second, let me get something that you could use. So this is one thing, sorry, this is one thing that I use that you could use, a scalp massager. You can see this is pretty old, so I use this, you know, and it's not sharp like your fingernails, and it's softer. You can see it's bendable, it's softer. Try using this. I find that this works well. Another thing you can do is that section your hair when you wash it. So when you wash your hair, you can take your hair and section it like this. When you section it, then you put your shampoo at the base of your hair, and then you section this up like this again, and then you take your scalp massager after you put your shampoo, and then you can use that, and that, see, that goes inside and it scrubs your scalp well. So I hope that helps you out. So that is my trick to getting into your scalp, making sure you do it. Also, one thing that has helped me has been someone that has suffered with dandruff. I've not got dandruff in like 3 weeks, and in like 3 months, and I've been washing my hair twice a week. Now, some people cannot wash their hair twice a week. Now, what if you don't have a scalp massager? I will say when you wash your hair, do more sections. Do more sections and see. Let me show you something. Okay? So if you put the shampoo, remember I told you split your hair in half like this, and then you put your shampoo, and then you split your hair again. Now this section, I don't know how much hair you have, but if you have this much as I do, so this section, I just take it and I split it again in half, and I know it takes longer. I do this outside of the shower. I find that when I wash my hair or apply the shampoo outside of the shower, take my time to scrub it outside of the shower. You see, I'm using my finger, you know, my pads. Okay? When you spend the time outside the shower to scrub it, you are not in a hurry. Versus, let's say you are in the shower and the water is, so this is my shower. And let's say that you're in the shower and the water is pouring in your hair in the shower. You're like, okay, I just want to get it out. You are not concentrating. When you are outside of the shower, you can take your time. You can look at it, make sure that you've really scrubbed that area. Scrubbing your hair like this, it's okay. Now, when you use your nail, that's not okay. So give me a month. Wash your hair outside of the shower twice a week. I bet you'll see results. Not only will your hair retain more length because you're not breaking your hair and stuff, and yeah, so I hope that helps you out. Okay, so Alicia says, how do I grow my hair to waist length? Just focus on your hair being healthy. Don't focus on, oh, is it long enough? Oh, this next week. Oh, has it gone longer than this? Oh, another week. Oh, has it gone longer than this? You know, no, just focus on the things that I told you earlier on. Healthy food, healthy lifestyle, keeping your hair moisturized, and that will be the key thing, okay? Don't focus on, oh, I want my hair to be waist length, all that stuff. No. Slow and steady makes, it's not a competition. When your hair is waist length, so it's not a competition. And you realize that the more your hair gets longer, the more work it is in terms of keeping these ends not to be so dry. Okay, so what do you recommend for shredded hair? Tea rinses is my first recommendation. Tea rinses, well, my first recommendation would be to make sure that you don't have a deficiency like vitamin D deficiency, iron deficiency, things, anemia, all that stuff, and you're taking your medication. That would be my first recommendation. My second recommendation would be tea rinses. Okay, let's see. We're gonna wrap this up very soon. What advice for growing your hair at the nape area? So MA, I have a video on how to grow your hair in the nape area. So please take a look at that video. The way you can find that video is to go on YouTube and search for Discovery Natural Nape. Okay, NAPE. Yeah, and that will give you the answer to that question. Okay, let's see. I recently discovered my hair gets really dry and crispy if I use protein conditioner. Does that mean you are No, sweetheart, Agnes. If you're using protein conditioners and stuff and you are not balancing it off with moisture, that is why your hair is dry and brittle. It doesn't mean you have protein sensitivity. That is just a misunderstanding that a lot of people have. Yes, I do know some people are truly have protein sensitivity. I'm not going to go into that. But if you are doing a protein treatment, always follow up with moisturizing deep conditioner. Look in the playlist that says protein treatment and you can get valuable information on what to do in caring for your hair. The last question that we're going to answer is your hair in a twist out? Because it looks really good. Thank you. Yes, it's in a twist out, and the video for my hair, this is a nice way to end this live chat. The video for my hairstyle will be coming out tomorrow. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this live chat, and we'll see you again. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye. And thank you to our moderator for joining us. I appreciate you. Bye.